3.
Happy birthday, Mr. Pat! Happy birthday, Mr. Pat!
Check out this VIP spot we got. I told them it was my birthday, and they put me on the main dock to the town with the super yachts. That's right. Welcome to my birthday episode on the Adventures of the Great Banana. We were lucky enough to spend it at Bonifacio, which is a town in Corsica. Absolutely beautiful. Found this amazing restaurant and had some well wishes from the family and friends. It was just a nice day.
Retirement, the final chapter. These are the adventures of the Great Banana. Its one-year mission: to explore strange new foods, to seek out new pastas, and new ways to screw things up. To boldly go where no banana has gone before.
Hello and welcome to another adventure of the Great Banana. So last week we left Olbia and finished our trip up the eastern coast of Sardinia. It was beautiful. I mean, if you like beaches and grottos, you got to check out that video. And the first part of Sardinia was nice too, but we enjoyed the whole trip up. So anyways, now we are headed to the next sort of mini chapter in our trip in La Maddalena Islands, beginning at Spaggia du Mare, where we met up with our friends Ralph and Susan, and of course, Noto. It was a great reunion. Misty really liked seeing her younger brother. They played nicely, swam on the beach and things like that. So that was great. Then we decided to go to La Maddalena city itself in La Maddalena Islands, which, by the way, is a national park. You have to buy a permit there. We bought a week's permit and had a great time. We stayed there for quite some time. Well, hello everyone. We are just leaving La Maddalena, and we stayed there for 4 days waiting out the Mistral. Everything was good. I mean, it was a little rocky. The marina wasn't that well protected against the wind, but at least we're all tied up. So a couple of nights it was pretty rocky and windy, but that's to be expected. We did have one little mishap though. It's just our luck. The boat beside us, their boat hook flew off, tangled itself on their side netting, and then the pole flipped over, angled towards our boat, and started scratching our boat every time the waves would come. And luckily, I heard it and I caught it within the first few minutes. But the damage was already done. We had a ton of scratches on the sidewall. So we're going to try to get it fixed when we go to Cartagena in Spain. We contacted the boat owners. They're going to claim it through insurance, which I don't understand why, because the damage, we were told, shouldn't be that expensive. It should be less than €1,000, probably like €500. Because it's an adhesive that got scratched, so a section of it just needs to be peeled off and then that new section put on. Anyways, what can we do? I doubt we're ever going to get any money from them, but we'll see. But stuff like that happens. Anyways, can't dwell on it. So we're leaving now to Isola Spargi, and hopefully this week the weather will be decent. No big mistrals are coming this week, so fingers crossed. See you soon. Wow, that was a long and tiring 45 minutes. So there wasn't much of a sail today or motoring, but we made it to our first stop. This is Cala Soraya, and beautiful blue water, and this is part of Isola Spargi. And that is another very famous beach. Can't remember what the name is right now. I will link it and I will post it above here. But that's where a lot of the cruise ferries go to. So it's a little bit busy there. We like it here. It's nice white sand. Should be nice. It's beautiful here. Took a little convincing, but Misty finally went swimming. Tired? Misty girl.
Good Misty. Good Misty. Good girl.
It's not like I don't have enough things to do, but I've always wanted to bake bread, so I figured let's try it on a boat in our air fryer. I'll let you know how it turns out. But this is hard work. I don't know how those Italian grandmothers do it. Ah. Okay. Ooh, look at that. I don't have a brush, so I'm grabbing some with a fork. Hey man, whatever works. It's a pretty big piggy. Oh, he's so cute. I think he's actually really friendly.
Yeah. Stay, Missy, stay. Oh my god, that is hilarious. He's not even a fake, that's hilarious. But she's so well behaved, huh? Are you trying to teach a pig? No, she's hilarious. Now she's gonna follow you. We're gonna have a problem.
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh no. Oh, sit.
What? She listening? Okay. At least she doesn't jump on you. She's pretty good. Yeah, nie wolno. Yes, she understands. Nie wolno.
Good morning. So last night we decided to move. Oh no, look what happened to our wonderful, beautiful, peaceful little bay. It got packed in a matter of half an hour. So many boats and more coming. We upgraded our spot. We saw this catamaran leaving, so we came to Cala Granara, and it's even more beautiful. So much blue water, nice little private beach. We're all here by ourselves, and last night we had this really interesting lightning show. But the weird thing is that there was all this lightning, but there was no thunder. It's very odd. Anyways, we're probably going to spend the day here. We'll go to the beach. This beach doesn't have these swimming buoys, so I'll probably be able to take the dinghy right up, so Misty doesn't have to take a long swim. I'll talk to you later. Well, that was amazing. We decided to pick up anchor and explore some more. So off we went.
Had a bit of an issue.
To northeast to the
we were trying to
island
to a
of
mooring
Udeli.
pole, but we left the dinghy out because we were just out for a spin, and the rope isn't a floating rope, and it sunk, and it wrapped itself around the propeller. The engine stopped. I didn't know why. I started again, stopped again, and then I figured out why. So there must be some sort of safety or whatever that the rope is tangled around the prop. So hopefully I didn't damage the sail drive, but now at least I got a scuba tank, and I'm glad I bought the scuba gear, so I'm going to go down and take a look.
Well, I think we got lucky. The rope I found was wrapped around the rudder. Still doesn't explain why the engine stopped, so I'm going to go and check the sail drive just to make sure that there's no leak of water inside the sail drive, so cross your fingers. Back down I go. A friend of mine just told me that I have to check the sail drive. there's a little gap that sometimes the rope can get stuck, or pieces of the rope can get stuck there, and it needs to be completely free. So I've got to go back down there. He says bring a knife, or I'm going to bring a butter knife and make sure that there's nothing there. And I might as well check the other side as well. So anyways.
You might as well clean the boat.
I might as well clean the boat too. No, it's a little cold. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Well, it turns out I got lucky. There was no damage done to the sail drive, no rope stuck, nothing. It was pretty clean. So that ended our trip to the Maddalena Islands, and now we set sail on our way to the famous port of Bonifacio. This should be interesting. I'm getting actually a little nervous. Fortunately, the boat traffic was pretty light, but I can see how difficult this would be if it was like July or August and there's just tons of boats coming in and out. I've heard stories where people have had to wait in line to get in for like an hour, and then there's gusting winds and things like that. So, and the winds would come straight through this valley pretty hard. It'd be very difficult to keep your boat straight or in one spot. We got. I told them it was my birthday, and they put me on the main dock to the town with the super yachts. It's really hard to describe how beautiful it is in Bonifacio, or Bonifacio. We might actually stay here a third night. It's so nice, and we're gonna make our way up to the Citadel. We just checked in. It was not a problem. They actually said we don't even need to go to the Port Authority or anything because we're coming from another Schengen country. And so we are going to find something to eat, hook up the electricity, and then explore. Take you along. Here now, you can't believe we're here?
I can't believe that we're here. It's amazing. And the fact that you actually really got to park the boat and go to the very
Yeah, I did a pretty good parking job.
Tuesday, you guys, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
You would never knew that you're going to spend your birthday
In Bonifacio, that's right. Okay, first appetizer of my birthday lunch. Yum. So after a great lunch, we strolled around town and we ended up finding this restaurant for dinner. And it was rated the #1 restaurant in Bonifacio. It was nice, but we just ordered the wrong things, and we didn't really like it. But that also made us go and explore a different place for dessert, and we ended up finding this amazing restaurant. From the boat onto the streets of Bonifacio. Nice. Well, you know how we like our trains. There's Misty. She's sitting nicely. And this is taking us up to Old Town, which is that citadel way up there. Anyways, when we get there, take you along. It's a nice little old city. It kind of reminds me of Taormina, but it just has a different vibe to it. It's everything's so well done. Alicia's liking all the stores, and so many restaurants and stuff like that. So beautiful, and it's much cooler up here. It's not as hot, that's for sure. And what would a city tour be without going to its main church? So this one goes back to the 12th century. First thing I noticed are the floors are very different. Not very fancy, but nice. Another big difference is that I don't see any place to kneel. Unless they all kneel on a hard wood. Wow, very pious. Very picturesque. Wow. Damn, I gotta stop saying that. Gee whiz. Okay, so we just entered an area that we had to pay an extra €7 for, but I guess it's the top of the fortress, the ramparts, and well, I'll show you what €7 gets you. Okay, worth it already. Great mulberry tree, so tasty. Yum yum. Ooh, dark scary tunnel. Must investigate. This place is huge. It keeps on going down, down, down. So just looking at the sheer size and the location, I mean, this fjord that basically allows boats to go through, but allows you to defend it really well. On one side, the other side, it was sheer cliffs. This place was pretty impenetrable, and it goes back all the way to the 8th century.
Was it worth it?
Anyways, very impressive.
I would say yes. Perfectly priced at €350 per person. If it was 5, maybe, yeah, maybe not. But perfectly priced at $350 a person. It was pretty cool.
And this ramp here is the only way into the citadel. You can see it's up here, and then there's this big gate with a portcullis on that side. So absolutely no way to get in.
Still moving.
The next evening, our friends George and Betty and Joe and Celine came to visit us. So we went back to that restaurant that we found that I had that dessert in, and it was amazing. I mean, it was really expensive, but it was worth it. You can't replace these times where you spend with friends, and it was such a picturesque.
It's like their bar, but it's
place
13th century. It was a 13th century chapel, and we're in this little alcove. But very cool.
Okay, those are not clouds. They're actually that rock wall. But check this out. Look at the size of these mullets. They're huge. Each of them must be like 3 feet, maybe 2 feet. Look at these nice super yachts. It's beautiful. Sailboat, double mast, and look at the water. It's just like glass on this boardwalk. Okay, I think somebody just went to the washroom. More super yachts. And they just keep going and going and going. So that's it. We're going to end it here because the video is getting kind of long, but we absolutely loved Bonifacio. It was such a special place to spend my birthday, and walking around. We actually spent, I think, 3 days there. We toured around the city. We hiked around the outside of the city where these nature paths along the cliffs, and we had a great time. So now we are going to be continuing up the east coast of Corsica, and eventually make it back to the Italian Riviera, where we'll follow that into the French Riviera, which will be like this whole new chapter in this year-long adventure sailing across the Med. So thanks for watching, and we hope you continue to share this adventure with us. For those who are new to the channel, go check out how this all started. The video is titled "The Adventure Begins." So see you on the next episode of The Adventures of the Great Banana.